This is not a drill, people. This is not a dream. Man City have done it again. No, not winning a league title, not winning a major trophy. They've bottled another game. One win in 11. Pep Guardiola in all competitions. One win in 11. And they have just lost to their fierce rivals, Manchester United, on their own patch. It's the biggest bottle job I've seen in a while. And I thought Spurs were king of bottle jobs. But we've got a new team in town, a new bottle leader, Manchester City. Amad Diallo, you are incredible. Carl Walker, you're a disgrace, and I'm coming for you in this video. Wow, how is Pep going to sleep at night? I have no idea. But if you are new around here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and get in the comment section if you're a new viewer of this channel or an old one. Welcome in, sit back, relax. This is my reaction to Manchester City 1, Man United 2. And first and foremost, where do we even start? Well, we have to start with the result. The result came out of nowhere. Man City had been crap all game. And let's be honest, Manchester United weren't great. But in my honest opinion, and you may or may not disagree, I actually thought Man United throughout the whole 90 minutes did look the better side. They looked like the side that had more productivity going forward. Defensively, they looked a bit more solid. Weren't really worried or tested by Man City. And actually, if anything, if any team was really going to go gun-ho and get in behind the opposition, it was going to be Man United today. And the manner of it, though, is just unpredictable. And that is why we love football. 54 seconds, the time difference between Bruno Fernandes scoring that penalty and Amad Diallo putting it in the back of the net for the winner. 54 seconds. It is just mentally unacceptable. And Man City, they all need to seek help. They need to all seek help. Every single one of those players needs to seek help. Pep Guardiola needs to seek help because there is bad patches and then there is this City patch. And they may be even creating a new sort of terminology in football because this City patch is one of the ugliest, roughest patches I've ever seen in my life. Pep, sometimes he's going to look at it now and go, what more can he do? Because there was individual mistakes that cost them, stupid mistakes that cost them, but also moments of brilliance from Manchester United. And by far the best player on the pitch today by a country mile was that right winger today, Diallo, who, by the way, has finally got his opportunity to get a run of games and maybe looks like the player that Ruben Amorim is going to take on as that starter. No Garnacho in the squad and no Marcus Rashford speaks absolute volumes, especially with the news that there's a lot of leaks still coming out of the United team in terms of team news. And it is potentially believed that Garnacho and Rashford are now the two leaks and Ruben Amorim's having none of it. But this obviously paves way for the likes of Diallo now to just get out there and take his chance. And boy, he did that today. Special shout out as well for me for Rasmus Højlund. I actually think Rasmus Højlund leads that Manchester United line really well. He's tenacious, he runs hard, he looks for the ball in behind all the time. And I actually see a player who's playing for that badge, which is what Manchester United need now as a collective. They need a group of players who are going to fight for the badge. They're a group of players who are going to play in Amorim's 3-5-2. A group of players who collectively want to get better. Get rid of all the bad eggs and fight. And that's what I've seen today. And Diallo, wow. Just magical. Every time he got on the ball, he did what he needed to do. Be direct. Try and create openings. The only criticism I would have had of Diallo is bloody learn the offside rule. The amount of times he went offside, unbelievable. Especially in that first half. Timings of the runs were probably key for me. But let's quickly break down Man City. Kevin De Bruyne starts, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Haaland, Ruben Diaz, Carl Walker. I'm listing all these players, and there's still now no excuses for, but this player's out injured, aka Rodri. Oh, we've got no Akanji or Ake. Fine. The Man City defence had to be slightly tweaked, and that's where probably Manchester United did exploit Man City, the fact that Matheus Nunes had to play at left back. But I don't give a damn when I see Doku, Foden, De Bruyne, Haaland, Silva, all starting, and yet Man City looked like they were never going to score an open play today. Man City never looked like they were going to score an open play. And there we go. Yes, their goal sort of came from open play, but it's from a corner routine. It was the ugliest of goals, deflected as De Bruyne crosses the ball, deflects off Amad Diallo. And, Ruben Diaz heads it in. And even Pep Guardiola didn't celebrate that goal because he knew a City side has been dusty. But honestly, Man City, for me, there is a lack of creativity. There's a lack of idea of how they're going to score. They do seem to have lost so much belief. And I'll tell you the biggest part today, the Man City fans. Wow, you played your part in the worst way possible. You made it edgy for your team. You made it negative for your team. And then the irony of it all is that when the Man City fans were at its loudest, which was cheering John Stones' name, Johnny Stones, when they were cheering his name, as he was about to come on as a sub, by the way, this guy wasn't on the pitch. Man United go and win the penalty. Absolutely, couldn't have timed it better. The Etihad singing a player's name who wasn't even on the pitch, the loudest they've been all game, and then they go and concede a penalty. It's like Shakespeare. Beautiful. So, listen, City fans, well done. You didn't help your team over the line. And the irony is the one time you could actually hear you through the TV, you bloody conceded a penalty. Got to say, Bruno Fernandes, nerves are still with that penalty as well. A key moment because prior to that, a few minutes before, he missed a really, really big chance. Rasmus Højlund gets his head up, plays that pass through to Bruno, who makes the third man run. Bruno's onside, tries to chip it over Ederson, but drags it wide. And that's where, again, I sense that, you can't think of a Man City chance like that. But there were a few of them today. Diallo's had one, Bruno's had one. So I stand by this, that Man United definitely deserve the win today, and credit to them. What's also telling is that since November 2021, Man United have never won away at one of the top 6 sides. So that's another record that Ruben Amorim has broken, beating a top 6 side away from home. They haven't done that since 2021, 3 years. So he'll be delighted with that. But overall, I must say that this Manchester United team, fair play to you. Take credit. Man City, well, it's time to go in your captain because Kyle Walker, you are a bloody disgrace. An absolute disgrace. And no wonder Harry Maguire sprinted over to try and give you what for as well. The way you were and the way you reacted, he must have seen what we all saw on the cameras because he tried to feign that he'd been headbutted. Rasmus Højlund and him come together with heads. Kyle Walker wants to give it large by kicking Rasmus Højlund off the ball. All right, well, Rasmus has retaliated and told him, you don't disrespect me like that. And Kyle Walker, well, as soon as he gets a little bit physical, drops to the floor like that. That is one of the most disgraceful things. I'm done with Walker. And do you know what? I'd even go to say this. I reckon Kyle Walker is actually one of those players at the moment that is hated by his own fan base and hated by neutrals because the amount of fans who've turned on Kyle Walker at Man City right now, and it's all over social media, he's had to come out and comment. And some people, and I will note this, some fans have gone too far with some of their images that they've created and some of their comments. But Kyle Walker's come under a lot of criticism for his performances from City fans of recent, being captain. And again, I thought he had a very poor game today. Really unsure in possession, really lackadaisical out of possession. There's not much to Kyle Walker, and it's weird that he's Man City captain with other people on the pitch like Kevin De Bruyne and Ruben Diaz. Well, that's by the by. But honestly, to throw himself on the floor like that, I think that just made every neutral look at Kyle Walker and said, it's just time to hang out your boots or go to another country because, yeah, we're sick of it. So that was an absolute disgrace. And in a way, I've got no time for that in this modern game. I'm up for a bit of argy-bargy. I'm up for a bit of players coming together. But don't give it large, Kyle Walker. And then when a little bit of contact comes near, you try and get a player sent off. Absolute joke of a player. So, look, fair play. Massive result today for Manchester United. It means City are still, as I said, 1 win in 11 games in all competitions. They're lucky they're in the top 4. And yet the weird thing is that the commentator said, Man City would then be 6 points behind Liverpool with a win today. It's all a weird Premier League season. Man City don't know whether they should be looking forward or behind them right now. And you do have to ask those questions again. How is Pep going to get them out this rut? A fair play to Ruben Amorim. A bit of pressure on him. Of course, they lost to Forest at home in the Premier League in their last encounter. And then they've come today. They faced the Man City at Etihad, who, by the way, Man City were due a performance, due to thrash someone. The scoreline says it all. This is no coincidence right now what's happened at Man City. There is something massively wrong, and psychologically, this is nuts. So look, thank you for watching this video. This is my reaction. Key takeaways: Amad Diallo is incredible. Kyle Walker's a disgrace. Ruben Amorim is breaking records. And Man City 1, Man United 2. What a result. Another great game in the Barclays Premier League. Make sure you smash that like. Check if you've done it right now. Check. And also subscribe to the channel if you've got this far. And drop a comment. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Ta-da.